Good morning, reefer dolls, retro dolls, all my peoples. What's up? Life is fucking crazy. I have so much going on, which is why my videos are totally all over the place and sporadic. But if you guys have been following me on Instagram and a little bit on here too, you'll know that I've become slightly obsessed with yoga. This video is kind of a cool one, kind of really a cool one actually. I'm gonna go off camera, smoke a bowl, and then I'll be right back to kind of explain what this video is going to be all about and why it is so cool. Can you believe I'm totally sober right now too? This is where I was going to do yoga, but apparently somebody else wants to do her own yoga, I guess. I don't know. I told you, get up on the bed. You stay there. I'll be right here. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you've probably seen me talking a lot about my friend Luisa. She is CurvyGirlMeetsYoga. Also, I've been talking a lot about yoga in general. Yesterday, I was trying to do my day 3 of yoga with Adrian. I kept getting lightheaded, and I consulted Luisa about what should I do? Do you have any ideas for modifications? Like those kinds of things. Anyway, so she kind of walked me through what might be a better step. And we also kind of gathered the fact that maybe some parts of my joints are a little too sore right now. So I kind of listened to my body a little bit more, and she just really guided me through it. And anyways, I was just like, damn it, girl, you need to have your YouTube already. And she like sent me this link and she was like, actually, I just got done filming my first video. So with her permission, I'm gonna be following her video today. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty fun. I think this is like day 6 for me of yoga total, like since I first picked it up. You guys saw. Follow along with me if you want, or you can just sit and relax and kind of just unwind. I almost said dewind, decompress and unwind. So I'm gonna get the camera set up, and then I'll see you on the mat. So I just want to take a minute and tell you guys, yes, I know that my mat is dirty. I've been doing yoga outside, being a hippie and having dirty feet and whatnot, and that's totally cool. And also being lazy and not cleaning your mat. So, I mean, there's that. Also, I haven't really even looked into how to clean your mat. So basically, I don't want to hear about it. Also, if you were curious to know about, like, because you're gonna most likely see this sports bra showing, that is from Torrid, and then the leggings that I use are from Adore Me, which both will be linked down below. Also, the original video that I'm going to be following of Curvy Girl Meets Yoga is going to be linked down below. Follow her, by the way. She is an awesome person in general, and I'm really excited to try this out. Also, my room is messy and my dog's on my bed. Don't judge. All right, let's get started.
Hey guys, Curvy Girl Meets Yoga, Luisa. Starting in mountain pose. Working from the feet, lift your toes. Find the 4 corners of your feet here. Really picture or feel how the weight, if it's shifting back, if it's coming forward. You want to find a nice solid center of gravity. You can bend your knees here a little bit to kind of help you find that. Once you've got it, you should feel more of an exaggerated arch here. Bring the pinky toes down first and then your toes, your big toes. Once we've got this stance, we're going to engage these thighs. You should feel your kneecaps kind of pulling up when you get into these thighs here. Let your tailbone really relax. You don't want to arch it back and stick it out like this. Then you're going to be cranking in your low back. So really just relax the tailbone. Everything else engaged. Pull these shoulders back and down. Open up the chest. Let your hands come out to the side. Your chin is parallel to the ground here. Take a few breaths. So go ahead and inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend from the hip here, guys. Kind of arching your back as you come down slightly. Let your head fall. Inhale, hands on the knees. Look ahead of you. Pull these shoulders back. Exhale, bend, bend, bend in the knees. Take a step back with the right foot. Now with the left. If you need to walk your hands out here, because I don't have a lot of room, I'm doing that. I'm not going to take any ground poses here. It's going to be really quick. So just shift your weight forward. Breathe in this, feel that out. Shift those hips up to the sky. This will be more of a modified sun salutation. When you're in your down dog, try not to let these shoulders come up and round in the upper back. You want to open up that chest and really let it melt down. Firmly planting those feet Don't let the heels dip in or out. So when you look straight back, you shouldn't be able to see your heels. Let your head go. Remember to breathe in through your nose, out through the nose. Slowly walk your hands to your feet and your feet to your hands. Inhale, hands on the knees, look straight ahead, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Now for those of you who feel like you don't have a lot of space here in your forward fold, I'm pretty much hips distance apart right now. You can see there's a little bit of bend in my back here, rounding over where I can't get the full stretch in there. It's because I just woke up. So what we're gonna do is inhale this nice and strong, all the way up, straight legs, hands come to heart. And make this a little more comfortable for us that have more of a belly. Taking the stance a little bit wider, we're gonna do this same thing. Mountain pose, a little bit wider stance. Inhale. Take a few breaths. All right, inhale, arms up. We're gonna exhale here, forward fold, bend from the hips. As you're coming down here, bend the knees, grab onto these thighs, roll them out a little bit. If you need to make more space for yourself, do that. And then just let yourself come right down the middle of this little nook. Hand comes down as low as you can get them. And from here, we'll just work on straightening the legs. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really tight. Okay. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the knees, arms set back. Exhale, sliding your feet if you need to a little bit here. Hands on the ground. Take a step back with your left foot this time. Right foot in a high plank position. Try not to let that bum come up in the air. Really get into that core, into that crunchy action. Move your weight forward just a little bit. Do a little work here. Push those hips back into the air. Reposition your feet. You might need to take a little step up. Let that chest sink into the ground here. You're really strong in these legs right now. The more work you're putting into your feet here, pressing back, the less you're gonna feel on your hands. Go ahead and walk your hands to your feet, feet to your hands. Doesn't matter where you end up. Inhale, hands on the knees. Exhale, you can take that wider stance here. Forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to standing, strong legs, and hands come to heart. We're gonna take the same entry into the next little thing we're doing. Back into your mountain pose, guys. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Choose whatever forward fold works for you, that's fine. Inhale, hands on the knees, look up. Exhale. Forward fold again. From your forward fold, whether it be the wide one or more hips distance or even feet together, you're gonna pick a foot. I don't care which foot, pick one. Bring it more midline to where you're standing. All your weight is gonna come onto this foot. Your hands can be either next to you or right ahead of you to give you balance. Once you shift all the weight onto the foot you're picking, I'm gonna do the left. This right leg is gonna come up behind us. I'm starting with the bent knee, just so you guys can see where we're going with this. I'm getting a good stretch already in this left hamstring. So what I wanna do now is just make this a little deeper, extending that back leg more into a full split. Now obviously this is not a full split, but this is as close as I can get it. So if you're here, that's fine too. I don't care. Your body is not judging you. It doesn't matter. Take a few breaths here. Remember to breathe, guys. And then we're gonna bring this down slowly down to the ground. Now go ahead and inhale. Look ahead of you, exhale. Back to our forward fold. We're gonna do the other side. So bring the opposite foot in of the one you just did. Shift your weight onto that foot. Lift the other side. Now you may feel that one side is more open or one side is tighter than the other. That's perfectly normal. If you want to keep it here, that's fine. If you want to try to extend that back leg, woo, you can do that too. You can see me trembling already because this is, try to relax your neck here too. I'm looking ahead because I feel like I'm going to fall sometimes, but really try to bring this into a fold. Breathe. Release this slowly. Inhale. Halfway lift. Look ahead of you. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. As you come down, you're going to bend into your knees here. Just come as low as you can. If you're here and you need a block or a stool or a chair or whatever, cool. If you can, you're going to come all the way down into a little squat position. The wider your feet are here, the easier this is going to be. Once we take a few breaths, see if you can gently come down. I can't do it, but it's a challenge, and I always try it. I always try to bring my butt all the way to the ground, but it never happens. At least not right now, so it's okay. Find your sits bones. Easiest way to do this is to just pull your little chunky butt out of the way. Put your fingertips behind you. Lift your chest up here. Take a nice deep breath. You should feel both your sits bones. That's where you're keeping all of your grounding energy. We're gonna do a little bound angle pose. Get into our hips a little bit here. Now we all probably know this as butterfly stretch. I know that's exactly what I thought this was, especially growing up when we did PE and we'd go out and you just grab onto your foot here, and of course you're like talking to your friends and like doing one of these or doing one of these, or you know, we're not gonna do any of those. Bring your feet together, or even if you need to like bring a block in the middle, if you can't reach your feet all the way through, that would also help. Basically what we're gonna do here is hands come behind us to help us stay nice and tall. Watch my knees here. When I bring my feet together, my knees are hovering up off the ground quite a bit. When I really engage into this pose and flex my toes out, open up the bottoms of my feet, almost like it's a book. Do you see what happened? Look at this. Look at this. It's amazing. And you can gently start walking your hands in more to get more of a stretch here. If this doesn't come to you right away, it's fine. You can actually also bring your hands in and try to get that feeling of opening your feet just to see how that feels. And then once you have it, try to hold it there. Bring your hands behind you again and see if you can get a deeper, deeper opening into that. Oh my God, this feels so tight, but so good at the same time. Specifically for your hips, it's really uncomfortable to get into the hips with so much being held up in there. Our stresses are kept up in our shoulders for our everyday things, but our past traumas and crazy BS that we're not trying to deal with, it all gets stored and locked in here. So just be mindful that when you're in these poses, if they hurt, They shouldn't be hurting per se. They should be a little uncomfortable, but if you're in a point of pain, just back off and don't do more than you think you need to do. That's your ego kind of talking there. So sometimes you need to put it in check. So let's bring these knees together. Ooh. Mine always give a little pop when I bring them back. I'm gonna extend my left foot forward. I'm gonna let my right knee fall out to the right and bring in my foot to the inside of my leg. For this one specifically, I want you to grab that right hand of yours, bring it to the outside of your left leg, just to reposition your chest directly to this left foot. Once we're here, bringing those hands right behind us, lifting the chest, bring those shoulders back and down, just sit into this stretch. And if you want to, you can start walking those hands forward or pushing yourself forward, however makes more sense to you. And switch sides. Take that right foot off. Now right leg out this time. Let the left one fall out to the left. Flexing that foot. Left hand comes to the outside of the right leg here. Reposition your torso nice and tall. Hands behind you. Couple breaths. Now let's go ahead and end, sit up nice and tall here. Now I'm going to start gently trying to bring my chest to my knees. Now obviously I very much doubt this is going to happen right now because I just woke up. Last but not least, get on the floor here real quick. Go ahead and bring your arms out. Spread them wide like a little birdie. Go ahead and come onto one side of your body. So it's almost like you're bringing the whole left side of your body to the ground here. Then make sure both shoulders are on the ground. You see my leg up here because this is going to cross over my body, and we're going to do just an easy little spinal twist. Only go as far as you can without your other shoulder popping up off the ground. Try to get that bottom leg nice and engaged. This helps as well. Go ahead and let your head twist in the direction opposite of the way your knee is going. Good. Switch sides. Our arms are still out. All we're doing is adjusting the bottom portion of our body here. Look away from the knee that's going over the body. Really planting this shoulder firmly. Because as soon as, look, you see that? It came off the ground, so I need to come back. I can't go any further than this. I'm getting more of a benefit from my stretches by taking them where I should, just right up to their edge, than going farther than I need to. Come back to the center. Palms are open. Your feet are probably going to want to splay out. Let them do that. That's perfectly fine. Try to really empty any judgments you may have about yourself, any insecurities. Scratch any itches you have right now. We're going to find our stillness.
I feel super relaxed. I also feel like I got a really good stretch in my legs because, first of all, I don't know what parts of this session I'm going to be including in the video. So there might be parts that are cut out. There was a point in there and I don't know if I'm going to include that part in this video or you're just going to have to go watch her original video. But she was talking about where we carry our stress and current frustrations. We carry that a lot in our upper body and in our shoulders mostly. And a lot of the trauma and the deep-rooted issues that we have get set in our hips. And I feel like that's so accurate because I've been incredibly overwhelmed lately. If you've been following me for a while, then you know already. I've been dealing with like fighting off depression and dealing with my anxiety and things like that for a multitude of reasons. Thank God that I'm coming on the other side of that now. But I realized that in doing these workouts pretty quickly and early on, I felt this shit makes your armpits hurt. Luisa told me my shoulder cradle, I think, is finally getting lubricated or like getting some needed exercise and attention so that my shoulders can be better held together, and they definitely need to be better held together because this one is crunchy as a motherfucker. When I started really working on those muscles and stuff, I definitely noticed that there was a lot going on in my shoulders and a lot going on in my hips that I just feel like there's finally grease in the hinges and I don't know what to do about it. Like, it's like overwhelming. My body is like, what the fuck? This was not happening before. The fuck is this? Some of you might not be down for this sort of health focused turn that my channel has taken. I'm still very much myself. I'll never fucking change, but I feel like I'm discovering more parts of myself, and I want to go more into that on a video about like why I decided to lose weight, because it's so crazy, and I'll get into it again more in that video. But just to give you a little teaser about what that video is going to be about, it's like before, when I was heavier, I loved myself, I was confident, and that was it. But I feel like now that I'm starting to lose weight, I love myself, I'm confident, holds so much more value, you know? And I'm still learning and I'm discovering things, and it just means so much more. So I don't know. I'll go into more detail and all that stuff in that video when it comes out. Exciting things are fucking happening, guys, behind the scenes. There is some madness going on. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys more about that in the future, but for right now, just know that big things might be coming our way, retro dolls, and God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Alright, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys learned a little something, or maybe you just got to relax and kick back. Either way, I hope that it brought some positivity to your day. Don't forget to go check out Luisa and her channel, CurvyGirlMeetsYoga. She's just a beautiful person, a beautiful soul, and I can't wait to fucking hang out with her next time I'm in Southern California. Anyways, I love you guys. Remember, you can follow me on all my social media links, which are always down below, and you can always catch me on a live stream on YouNow every first and third Friday of the month. Anyways, that is it. I will stop talking. I love you guys, and remember, until next time, if they ain't paying your bills, pay them no mind. Check you later.